Socio-Religious Reforms. In the 19th century, the Indian society was suffering from many social and religious evils. Caste system was very prominent. People had blind faith in superstitions and meaningless religious rituals. The backward society was suffering from evils like dowry, system, sati, child marriage, female infanticide, etc. Educated Indians realized that if India were to progress, it had to get rid of the evil social custom and rigidity prevailing in the Indian society. They started the movements which aimed at reform of the Indian society by uprooting the evils. They promoted education, made people aware, and tried to revive positive aspects of Indian culture. It resulted in cultural unity of the nation, which in turn promoted nationalism and helped Indians to raise their voice against the British rule. Let us now have a look at the contribution of some of these reformers. Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was a pioneer of social and religious reforms in India. He was a man of liberal ideas who could speak close to a dozen languages. This helped him to study various religions of the world. He authored many books in Hindi, Sanskrit, Persian, and English. Raja Ram Mohan Roy strived hard to bring reforms in the society. Religious reforms. Raja Ram Mohan Roy favored worship of one god. He laid the foundation of Brahmo Samaj in CE 1828. Through this organization, he campaigned against idol worship, superstitions, rigid caste system, costly sacrifices, and meaningless rituals. It was the first attempt of saving Hinduism from the evils of orthodoxy, superstitions, and empty rituals. He translated the Vedas and Upanishads into Bengali. He promoted brotherhood of inviting followers of all religions to come and worship together. Social reforms. Raja Ram Mohan Roy opposed social evils such as sati, caste discrimination, untouchability, child marriage, and female infanticide. He worked for the upliftment of women. He supported widow remarriage and women's education. He carried on a campaign against sati, won the support of Governor-General William Bentinck, who made the practice illegal in CE 1829. Educational reforms. He favored the introduction of modern Western education as he strongly felt that it would prove useful in uprooting the prevailing social and religious ills. He has been called the father of modern India. He established the Hindu College and the Vedanta College. Raja Ram Mohan Roy got support by Debendranath Tagore, Keshab Chandra Sen. They continued its work even after his death. Fact. In 1815, Raja Ram Mohan Roy founded the short-lived Atmiya Sabha, Friendly Society, to propagate his doctrines of monotheistic Hinduism. He became interested in Christianity and learned Hebrew and Greek in order to read the Old and New Testaments. Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar. He was a great reformer who was known for his simplicity. He was a renowned Sanskrit scholar. He became the principal at Sanskrit College in Calcutta. His devotion to learning earned him the title Vidyasagar or Ocean of Learning. He was dedicated to the cause of education. He discouraged to the caste system discrimination. Traditionally, the people from the lower castes were not allowed to study Sanskrit, but he threw open the Sanskrit College to people of all castes. He introduced study of modern Western thought in his college. He devoted his life for the upliftment of women. He promoted widow remarriage. His efforts resulted in the passing of Widow Remarriage Act in CE 1856. He favored education of women. He helped Drinkwater Bethune to set up a girls' school at Calcutta in CE 1849. He opened a large number of schools for girls. He opposed child marriage and polygamy. Ramakrishna Paramhansa. He was a priest at Kali Temple in Dakshineshwar near Calcutta. He was a deeply spiritual man. According to him, all religions taught the same things. He believed in seeking salvation through meditation and devotion. He emphasized that service to man, service to God. Reformers like Keshab Chandra Sen and Dayanand Saraswati sought spiritual guidance from him. Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramhansa. He believed in the unity of all religions and was of the opinion that Indians needed to work for their upliftment themselves. He strived hard to revive the pride of the Indians in their civilization. He opposed caste system, rituals and superstitions. He represented Hinduism in the World Parliament of Religions held in Chicago in CE 1893. He made the world take notice of India. In CE 1897, Vivekananda established the Ramakrishna Mission to spread the teachings of Ramakrishna. It was involved in a number of charitable works such as providing relief to flood and famine victims. The mission established educational institutions, orphanages, hospitals, dispensaries, and libraries. Annie Besant. Annie Besant was Irish by birth. She came to India in CE 1893. She became a member of the Theosophical Society founded in CE 1886. It had its headquarters at Adyar, near Chennai. The society worked for the revival of Hinduism and preached the brotherhood of man. Annie Besant believed in the superiority of Hindu culture. She translated the Bhagavad Gita into English, preached Vedic philosophy. She urged the Indians to take pride in their culture and preached against evils like child marriage, caste discrimination, polygamy, etc. She set up schools for boys and girls and was in favor of national system of education. Reform movements in Western India. Gopal Hari Deshmukh, Mahatma Phule and Mahadev Govind Ranade led the reform movement in Maharashtra. Govind Ranade. He condemned caste system, child marriage, parda system and untouchability. He worked hard to improve the status of women, supported widow remarriage. He stressed on Hindu-Muslim unity and firmly believed that without social reforms, no economic and political progress was possible in India. Mahatma Phule. Jyotirao Govindrao Phule was affectionately called Mahatma Phule or Jyotiba. Born in a low-caste family, he fought relentlessly for the cause of women and children. He started schools for girls and oppressed castes. In CE 1873, he set up the Satyashodhak Samaj to work for the upliftment of the oppressed classes. The membership of this organization was opened to all irrespective of caste and creed. Through this organization, he challenged the dominance of Brahmins and wanted to put an end to it. Gopal Hari Deshmukh. He was a great social reformer whose writings educated the people about the evils prevailing in the society. He condemned the caste system. He was also known as Loka Hitvadi for his concern for the welfare of the people and his efforts to promote social and religious equality among the people of India. Kandukuri Veerasalingam. Kandukuri Veerasalingam of Andhra Pradesh was popularly known as Vidyasagar of South India. He established the Widow Remarriage Association in CE 1891. He set up homes for widows at Rajamundry and Madras. He stressed on promoting girls' education. He started a journal in Telugu to spread awareness about the needs for social reforms. Sridharalu Naidu. He established the Ved Samaj in 1864. He was greatly inspired by Brahmo Samaj. He opposed superstitions and caste system. He propagated belief in one God and promoted women's education and widow remarriage. Sri Narayan Guru. He was born into an Edara family in Travancore. Edaras were considered untouchable. He devoted his entire life to campaign against the oppression of Edaras. He preached the philosophy of one caste, one God, and one religion. He built many temples but did not keep idols of God in one of them. He established the Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalna Yogam, which propagated his philosophy and carried on a crusade to allow untouchable to allow to worship in Hindu temples. Reform movements among the Muslims. The reform movements among the Muslims was led by Sir Syed Ahmad Khan. He wanted to remove the backwardness of the Muslim community and work for the social and economic upliftment of his community. He campaigned against the Parda system, polygamy, and the Muslim system of easy divorce. He advocated to spread the education among women. He stressed on promotion of Western education in his community. He wanted Muslims to receive English education and adopt modern ways and ideas. He founded the Mohammedan Anglo-Oriental College at Aligarh in CE 1875, which later developed into a university. He founded the Translation Society in CE 1864. It was later renamed as the Scientific Society. It translated many books on science and literature into Urdu for the benefits of the Muslims. Through these reforms, he stressed on modern education, he awakened the Muslims and prepared them to meet the future challenges. Reform movements among the Parsees. The movement for reforms among the Parsees was started by Narauji Fardunji and Dada Bhai Narauji. In CE 1851, they started the Rehnumai Mastayazan Sabha, which campaigned for female education and social upliftment of women. They preached against the religious orthodoxy which gave rise to social evils. They aimed to modernize the Parsi society. They also published a journal called Rast Goftar to spread modern ideas. Sorabji Bengali was another reformer of the community. Singh Sabhas. The Singh Sabhas, founded at Lahore and Amritsar in CE 1870s, was the first to start the movement of reforms among the Sikhs. The Sabhas helped to spread education. They opened schools and set up the Khalsa College at Amritsar in CE 1892. They promoted Punjabi language and literature. In early 20th century, a powerful movement was started by the Akali Dal and Shiromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee for the central of the Gurudwaras, as the Mahants were misusing their authority. The Mahants were turned out and all Gurudwaras began to be managed by the Shiromani Gurdwara Prabandhak Committee. Fact: in 1864, Keshab Chandra Sen, founder of the Bharatvarshiya Brahmo Samaj, visited Bombay, and the interest he evoked there bore fruit several months later when the new association was formed.